Yeah! Welcome back to the Southern Snack where life is too short to be serious. All right, we're in our Bronco today. Just felt like driving this. I was really hoping my buddy Kirby would be down for the count, that he would be in for this, that he would be doing this review with me today. But he said, no, I'm not going to Crumbl. Everyone's kind of just like, they don't want to wake up early and do this with me. And it makes me sad. It really does. Like, they really have to be like at the beach with me or on a road trip with me for them to be interested in going to Crumbl. Like, I will pick you up. I will bring you here. I will take you home. And we will do a Crumbl review together. But for some reason, people just don't have the motivation to wake up early and do a Crumbl review. So if you're out there and you're in my area and you want to do a Crumbl review, keep things interesting, hit me up. Let me know, because I want more people. Other than that, please subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Last week was tough, and I mean rough. One of the roughest Crumbl videos we've had in forever. Barely hit 1K views, and I know it was a skip week, but man, that was rough. Like, and was that the week we had Willy Wonka? I don't remember, but it was tough. So I don't know what happened other than it being a skip week, but hopefully this week's better. I mean, I'm really pumped up by this lineup. Maybe a little chocolate forward, but I'm happy with it. I really am. We got the People's Choice cookie. Even if they don't say it's the People's Choice cookie, that's what y'all voted on, is Oreo and brownie and cookie dough. I don't see a lot of Oreo in there, but maybe we'll get some more in the flavor. But yeah, let's go ahead, and we got that thumbnail down. I think one of the issues too with last week's video, and y'all really should go check it out, I was in New York, so you don't really see the box of cookies up close. I wanted y'all to see the skyline and how nice it was, and I guess maybe that hurt me. I really don't know, but it is such a good watch. I had such a good time. I was in Central Park, so really it's a disappointment for me for that video not to do better. So anyways, we are moving on, and this is, I think they call it Brookie dough pie, because it looks like, you know, cookie dough. You got a brownie base. The brownie base looks a little bit dry, so I wish that wasn't the case, but you know, we gotta take what we can get. And apparently there's cookies and cream mixed in there too. So yeah, I mean, we'll cut this bad boy in half just to give you an inside look. Y'all like those inside looks, and I think this is the perfect cookie. Yeah, I don't really see cookies and cream. I see brownie. Definitely see brownie. You get plenty of little cookie dough balls, and the little cookie dough balls are made from the Crumbl cookie dough, is what it looks like. They make them themselves. Yeah, this is complicated, and I just dropped my knife down. I'm sorry, it's frustrating. It's frustrating with certain things, and now I got a mess and a lost knife. Whew! What a morning. All right, so let's try this out. That knife is gone. It is gone. That is tragic. As for the cookie, oh wait, no, there it is. As for the cookie, or is that it? Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I am so distracted. It's a good thing this is a clean truck, so there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. So the cookie, you do actually get a lot of Oreo flavor. I guess it's mixed into the base, because I could see it a little bit in that brownie base. So I think that's kind of where we're getting it. Not to get too distracted or to distract y'all, but it's quite good. Like, I wouldn't say it's amazing. You know, the brownie base is a little bit dry, but you get a good distribution of that brown sugar cookie dough flavor, the brownie, and the cookies and cream, and it's really weird how well it's balanced, right? For me, I would actually give it an 8.5. I think it's solid. Of course, if it was a little less dry, a little bit more gooey, I think that's what would really drive it over the top. But in terms of just overall flavor and balance, it works. All right, moving on to raspberry cheesecake. We see this one a lot more than we should. When's the last time they've done strawberry cheesecake? Do we know? I mean, I could do the research, but I don't feel like doing it. I feel like eating the cookies and telling y'all. So feels like we get less and less that cheesecake icing and more of this graham, but okay. That puree gets me every time. It's so good. It's so delicious. But I can't give this a 10. And the reason is there's a problem. That cheesecake layer is so thin that you are just hit with, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you are hit with such a strong amount of that raspberry puree that it barely feels like you're eating a cheesecake cookie, right? That it has its faults, it has its issues, and it really could just be better, right? It could just take a step up and be better. Do I have anything other to say about that? Not really. I mean, it's still so delicious. I'm gonna give it 8.5. I think, again, we're on that level of the Brookie dough pie where it's very solid, but you gotta make some tweaks. You gotta do some work. It's really, really good, but there's some elements you gotta fix. And I think, you know, when these used to be warm, you had a lot more cream cheesecake icing. So, you know, it is what it is, but that's where we're standing. All right, I'm moving on to brown sugar Pop-Tart. Last time I had this, it was amazing. Their filling always struggles, and it's okay here. I can't complain there. I'm just gonna go ahead and break off a piece. Usually when you get to the edges, you kind of struggle, but this time I think they did a fair job. So just need to squeeze that back in there. And the glaze is really nice too. I really like how this cookie works. So let's go ahead and eat a bite. It's simple, it's straightforward. And I probably, first time I tried this, I probably gave it a 10, but I think the flavor isn't like super dynamic. It isn't super amazing. You know, after the second time, you know, after that first initial shock of, whoa, that's really cool, I think it's kind of died down for me, but it still like matches the intensity of a brown sugar Pop-Tart, makes it gooey, warm. It's all the things that a brown sugar Pop-Tart lacks that you want it to have. And for me, I would probably give it an 8 today, especially when we're looking at some really dynamic flavors of that raspberry and cream cheese on the cheesecake, the 3 elements on the Brookie dough pie. So, I mean, again, very, very solid, very enjoyable. But I think it's just missing its mark today, right? It's not super dynamic. All right, so caramel Snickers. I don't really know what they call this one. It's a peanut butter cookie with a caramel icing. They have 2 Snickers. So they have one that just has like a nougat on it, and one that's better than that one, and it's this one. This thing is filled with peanuts. It's got Snickers on top. So it's really good. It's personally, I would say, it's probably my second favorite cookie of the week. Y'all know how much of a sucker I am for chocolate cake, which I do think it came back too soon. But Snickers with the caramel icing is just so, it's that combination of sweet and salty, the chocolate, the caramel, the peanut pieces. It's just so much going on, but it lights your taste buds up, and it's really, really amazing to me. 10 out of 10, no question. I know I'm I'm telling y'all, I love this week. I love the cookies this week. I think they nailed it. So you're not going to see anything under an 8 today. I'm sorry. I'm loving it. It's not McDonald's, but I'm loving it. All right, so you got double chocolate chip this week. Usually you don't review chocolate chip, but it's been a while since we've had double chocolate chip, so I think y'all need a reminder. I'm trying to find a spot that's got both pieces in there. But y'all need a reminder of how good this thing is, right? Got a nice gooey base. Got 2 types of chocolate. And again, I'll say this. A lot of people are on team dark chocolate, the chocolate chunk. A lot of people are on milk chocolate. You got a lot of haters on milk chocolate. But I think this cookie puts all of y'all that are on teams to shame. I think this is the real winner. Because you have two different types of chocolate, a very gooey cookie, and it just feels right. It is right. It's amazing. So I'm gonna hand out 3 10s today. That's gonna be the bottom line, because this dynamic is just perfect. It's perfect. For anyone that wants a balance of palate, a balance of taste, you know, that is where it's at. So we're gonna end it off with my favorite, but a cookie that's back way too soon and it's falling apart in my hands, is chocolate cake. This one is for the chocolate lovers. Now, I will say, you know, that if you don't like cream cheese, the icing does have cream cheese in it. I'm not bothered by it. I think it's a nice, rich icing, and this cookie is just so chocolatey. I do miss when they had chocolate chips in it, but cheers. A rich fudgy base, a rich chocolate cream cheese icing. I just love it. Now, do I think they could do one with buttercream chocolate icing? Yes. What would I call that, though? I would say chill the chocolate base, make it nice and fudgy, put buttercream chocolate on it, and call it chocolate ice cream. I know it's simple, it's stupid, but don't take away this cookie. I love it the way it is. I usually don't stand up for cream cheese, but I stand up for it on this one. And it's always a 10 out of 10 for me. Even without the milk chocolate chips, it's still 10 out of 10. So yeah, that's the review. I know you're probably mad at me because I rated all these cookies so high, but let me tell you what, I love this week. That's my personal feeling about it. A lot of people are saying skip week, but for me, get all 6. That's all I've got to say. Other than that, I'll see y'all around.